Have you ever heard of sorghum syrup? This is something that is a family tradition of mine, and it has almost become a thing of the past. So what you do first is you start with the sorghum cane stalks that have been cut down from the fields and the leaves have been stripped off. And the old-fashioned way, which you can see here, is to have a mill set up in which the juice is extracted by traditional labor from a mule turning the press itself. So the press takes the stalks through and squeezes the juice out, which is then gathered in the bucket, as you can see here. And once you get enough juice, then you proceed to the next step, which involves cooking the juice. Now this does take quite some time when you do it the old-fashioned way with the mule itself turning the juice press. However, it's definitely something to sit back, relax, and watch, because things like this don't happen anymore. It's definitely interesting just to watch the juice go through the press itself. Then the coals come out the other end. And you can definitely smell the sweetness in the air from the waste itself and even the juice. Now traditionally, here in Appalachia, we call these the cane chaws because they're essentially the coals of the stalks and you will not use them no more. They do make great compost, however. And you continue the process itself, feeding the cane stalks through the mill press until you get plenty of juice. And as you can see, it does take quite some time, and sometimes there may be stalks that don't have a lot of juice in it. But once you get a good stream going, you're definitely on your way toward a successful sorghum production. And just so you know, sorghum syrup tastes totally different from maple syrup or even Karo. So this would be your traditional sorghum mill setup. Definitely something you will not see really many places throughout the U.S. But I genuinely appreciate sorghum milling because the taste is like nothing else. It is definitely very enjoyable and something that is really close to my heritage. So basically you feed the stalks in one side, the juice comes out the center, and then your cane chaws come out the opposite side and are no longer needed. Then we proceed to the boiler pan. The boiler pan is set up and designed to cook the juice. And that juice is what is going to turn into your syrup. So once you get all that juice cooked, then you can proceed to jar it. However, it is a lengthy process and definitely takes a little time before you can get there. So definitely be patient. So now comes the boiling. So here, as you're boiling, there will be things called skimmings that have to be scraped off of the top of the juice. And that's just to make sure you don't bottle that up, because you want that beautiful dark color. And sorghum is good on pretty much anything. My favorite is biscuits, homemade. And yes, popcorn. So if you ever see sorghum, make sure to grab a jar. Definitely make those memories that last a lifetime. Thanks for watching.